Alright, here's the battery box so far. We're going to put a lid, of course, in front end on it. But, sorry, I've been walking around dragging wagons full of bricks around. Anyway, the solar guys are coming in, want a board mounted on the back to put their controllers on, and they'd rather have them on before the front is placed in the box. So it's easier to get to and wire everything. So, we're gonna mount that board today. Dudley's done the cutting on this, make a slanted roof for it. And here's our holder frame, whatever you want to call it, that they created and welded together and brought out and installed. And then these brackets, I'll flip around to the front here. I don't want to do it because they're heavy, but I'll flip around to the front and hold all of the panels. So we have 9 panels coming, 2,250 watts, and we've got 12 6-watt batteries, 6-volt batteries to stick inside here. It's a really big box for that, but hey, doesn't hurt to have extra space because who knows, we might be expanding at some point. So today is a gorgeous day, 60 something degrees today, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, that's the project, just get the board on and we can get them out here to get that the charge controllers and inverters mounted. Alright, our solar guy's on his way in to finish this up for us. We have the racks there for the panels that he already installed. Panels are here waiting for him. We have 9 250 watt panels going in. We have 12 6-volt batteries right there. There's 4 of them getting charged up to top them off right now. We got those for free from a friend who bought a motorhome. I had a bunch of them in a motorhome, so try them out, see how they go. And then the box is roughly finished. It needs a little bit more trim work on it, but that can be done later. Got a lid and a door right there, and we've got the board to mount the charger and inverters on. So this gentleman coming will be here shortly. I am out of time to hang out, so I've got to get to work. I will be showing the finished product when I get done today. So the free batteries turned out not to be good, so we ended up purchasing 8 new 6-volt batteries, and our installation solar guy is on his way. So we're gonna get this finished setting up today. He's gotta be able to run to the house after this. So we're just using the 1 inverter now instead of the 2, right?
Yep.
Grow up.
Pretty good. Feels like it is, yeah.
Because those screws are, you know, and it's, you see what it's.
Yeah. So it's a metal.
Yeah.
Metal with foam.
Yeah, that's it.
And they're just in the first layer of metal. And
That's
gone
it.
through.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
And
it
then-
feels
well, and I've got glue on it too.
Yeah.
I glued the whole back.
there you go. No, it feels solid for sure. Probably the best way to do it right here.
Cool.
And I might end up putting all the batteries on this side right here.
Cool, we got a doghouse.
Yeah. Well, then if you ever want to put more batteries, you
Yeah.
have plenty of room.
Yeah.
I like to put them all next to each other so they stay nice and warm too. So
Yeah.
cool.
So 6,000 watt inverter, 48 volt system. Right?
Yep.
Cool. And that's got the charger in it. Cool.
Pretty.
Nice and pretty right now. You can always add bolts through it then. Just bolt it through.
Might want to.
It's not moving at all. So
Alright.
I mean, if it's got 100 pounds on there and I'm yanking it. hots, then you would use the ground and the neutral.
Okay.
And then for a 240 volt circuit, you'd use all 4 of them.
Okay.
So it really is, once you see it, it's not hard at all.
Okay. And then do the 40.
What do you guys get down here and look at them?
Hey,
But
dude.
you got, got your hot 2 and your hot 1, and that should be, what's the voltage reading on there right now? Oh, is the breaker on?
Oh, turn it on.
There we go.
239.
Yep, 240. So there's your 240 volt right there, your 2 hots.
Yeah.
And then if I flop over to your neutral, there's your 120. And then I can flop over to your other hot, and there's your other 120 right there. So, and you got breakers underneath there. I'm going to turn your generator breaker on just that way you know it's on. We'll go through and program that.
Okay.
But all that, who do you think will be hooking up the AC wires on it? Probably you.
Yeah.
So if you want to get underneath there and look, I'm going to tell you what's here. So if you kind of lay. No. So when you look on here, the first 2 wires are for your solar, so you don't ever mess with those.
Okay, here, let me. All right.
Okay, so you got your solar wires right there.
Yep.
And then everything else is labeled. You got your hot 2,
Okay.
your neutral, your hot 1, which we're hooked up to for that outlet right now,
Right.
your ground,
Okay.
and then these are your hot 1 and your hot 2 input from your generator.
Okay.
That's everything.
Label
So
maker.
the only other one that's not hooked up right now is this one. So when you go to hook up like the well in the house over there, you can actually sneak another wire into this hot right here.
Okay.
So you just undo that little screw right there,
Right.
put it in, hold it in with your other hand, tighten it up, and then same thing with that one right there.
Okay.
So if you have a power tool or something you want to run real quick, and we'll test this outlet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go get some.
Cool.
It'll kick the fan up a little bit on 60. This is probably the biggest one that you need to pay attention to right here. This is number 11.
Okay.
This is your generator charge amps. So this is how many amps from your generator is the charger in this going to use to charge these batteries.
Okay.
That's how much the charger's going to charge them basically.
Okay.
So I'm going to change that for you because 30 amps would fry these batteries basically. It'd be
Yeah.
way too much. And you also want to have enough power. It's a balance between charging the batteries, but also having enough power available for your house left over at the same time too.
Right.
Because if it's using, like, let's say if you had big batteries in here and it's using a lot of power to charge them, and then you kick on a couple of really big things in the house and it brings the voltage down or the hertz down to a certain point on that generator, this thing will sense that and it'll kick the generator out and it'll go back to inverting mode automatically
Okay.
without you losing power or anything like that within like a millisecond or 2.
Okay. Cool.
So I always try to bring that down. So about 10, you guys are going to have, probably about a 7 or 8,000. What's your size generator right now?
And 7,500.
7,500. 10 amps should be fine. Should be good. So 12, 13. Those are the 12 and 13 are if you get the automatic generator start, which the leads are underneath there. That's going to give you at 46 volts. It turns on the generator.
Okay.
So you'll want to change that. I won't change that right now, but you'll want to change that to like 48.
Okay.
So as soon as you get to 48 volts, it'll automatically start your generator for you.
So we don't want to do that until we have the generator.
Until you have the generator hooked up. There's no point really. And then the next one is 13. When the batteries get up to what level does the generator shut off?
Okay.
So you probably want to put that at like 58 or 58.4, the top end.
Okay.
So that way it doesn't charge the batteries full, but it gets them pretty close.
Okay. The reason I'm taping all this.
Yeah. And then 14
Yeah.
SNU, that's solar and utility, right? Okay, this is the other kind of crucial one right here. I'm going to have to put it on user to change the low voltage cutoff.
Did you say you told him that?
We already need
8 more batteries. Do 8 more. How many more? This will power 4 more batteries, right?
8 more.
It
You
will
need
do
them in
a full
sets of
8.
8. Yep.
Okay, so the setup will do 16 total? Okay. Now if you, so if we were to get 8 more, do you have to rewire things because they've all been together? Okay.
We just put
Because they're not going to be too old. Or...
really simply, yep. What I'd do is I'd leave the negative right here,
Okay.
and then the positive I would change over to this set of batteries,
Okay.
and then I would jumper their negatives over, and I'd jumper their positives over.
Okay.
Okay, so 21 is your low voltage cutoff. So this is the one that, you know, like I said, I'm hesitant right now to put you at either 48 or 47. It's your call. You know, you got a small set of batteries right now.
You know what we're doing? Come on.
Let's put it at 48 then. If you need to change it, it's 21. In here you can bring it to 47. So if it's kicking off because of low voltage quite a bit, then you know you can do that. I try to be conservative on that because then you're gonna save your batteries. You know.
I'm not gonna be pushing.
You're not gonna be pushing a
We're used to
lot.
not having power, so.
Okay.
Yeah, until I can get the wires laid down and stuff.
Well, again, we're not even used to having power, so we're just gonna be minimal to begin with anyway. You know how that goes.
I know the hardest is when we go somewhere that people are used to being hooked up, have their RV hooked up to, power, and then they go off grid, and it's like, well, I can understand why. It's like it's not the same electricity that you're getting when you go off grid than you are hooking up direct.
Even some friends we hooked up and they were in an RV park in St. John's. And he called me the first night and he's like, I'm like, how'd it do, John? He's like, not good. He's like, we ran out of power. I'm like, how'd you run out of power? They have 8 Rolls L16s.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I'm like, what were you running? He's like, oh, just lights, TV. He's like, we had that little space heater going. I'm like, no.
Space heater.
I'm like, no, you can't do that, John.
Breaker on?
Yeah, breaker's on. Solar's right here, so PV, so it's giving you 130 watts right now.
Okay.
So if we start this, it'll bring the solar up to compensate for the
That
batteries
is way cool.
Very cool.
at the proper level, basically.
That is cool.
So,
Nice.
Still works.
glad it was just a breaker.
Yeah, right.
That's easy.
Like your Xbox in right there. This is beautiful.
Alright, everything's hooked up and ready to go. We got our.
Oh no, baby!
What?
I thought that was a baby guy.
No, it's the best. Anyway, we've got 8 batteries now. We're gonna throw another 8 more in here in a week or two and start playing with this. So we have an outlet there, and we have our 240.
Release the swarm!
They're going to come out and set another post across here to stabilize the panels a little bit more. So that'll be out next week. We have power! Check it out! We're vacuuming our carbon! Got a brace on the bottom.
How long has it been since
A while. 8 more batteries in there. We got a total of 16 batteries. They'll be putting the front access hatch back on.